I get a lot of comments on the difference between the frog stand and the crow pose, and I wanted to make this quick video about it because the interchangeability of these naming conventions seems to really trigger some people. Both the frog stand and the crow pose are positions used in calisthenics and yoga practice as an intro to handstanding, getting us familiar with elements such as balancing on our fingertips, dealing with placing all of our weight on the small wrist joint, all while having a lower center of mass because we're closer to the ground than we would be otherwise in a handstand proper. And it clearly works, right? Because we can use this position as a springboard to more advanced handstand skills. Colloquially, the differences between the frog stand and the crow pose are spoken about as the frog stand being this flatter shape with the knees resting outside of the arms, and the crow pose keeping everything the same, except now we have the knees resting on the back of the upper arms, giving us this taller shape. Here's the thing though. It's all BS. And the flatter position that we see with our knees resting outside the arms is nothing more than a coping mechanism that teachers use to help people deal with the pain that comes on the back of the arms when we put our knees on our triceps. If we just consider for a second that good hand balancing practice is about building up full body tension, stacking joints one over the other and pushing as tall as possible, then this taller position, not this flat position, is what we're going to aspire towards. The thing is, not everyone can get this straight away. And changing the name of a movement just because somebody can't quite do it yet is extremely patronizing. It would be like telling somebody who can't do a clean push-up that this movement has a very different name to this movement. More to the point is that pressing out of the position with our knees resting outside of the arms is going to be insanely difficult. The differences become even more muddy when we introduce the crane pose, which is the crow position but with straight arms. And to throw yet another spanner in the works, yoga practitioners often call both positions bakasana, despite the crow pose with bent arms actually being called kakasana in yoga, and the crane pose with straight arms being bakasana. Baka literally translates to crane in Sanskrit. With all this in mind then, what should we do with this information? And ultimately, nothing. So it's up to you. The point I'm trying to make here is that it's all just semantics. Learning to balance on your hands in any form that takes is something most people in the world will never do. So when I see people getting caught up on naming conventions on extremely subtle differences in skills, I do think it takes a lot away from the core principles that we actually get from handstand practice. Handstands really are mindfulness in a chaotic world. They are deliberate practice. And ultimately, they're just straight up fun. And if that is what you're looking for to be the focus of your handstand practice and you want to get started on your handstand journey with one of these skills, then check this video out right here.